So, welcome along to my weekly card pull. So, the theme of this week's card pull is all about expansion, but it's about that slow expansion. So, as we move further on into the year, this is more, it's not about suddenly coming out with an idea and pushing forward with a project. It's about what that seed is that you're going to work on that you could use to expand something within your life, whether it's something within you, whether it's something that you want to achieve, to do with your job, your relationships, your home life, whatever it is. So the theme is about gently taking that idea, that nudge, and building on it. And it fits really well into this week's theme in the community, the Imulk theme of taking that idea, that spark, and then moving forward with it and expanding it and seeing how you can work on it. So I've pulled some amazing cards this week. I am using this week the Guides of the Hidden Realms. I just felt really pulled to use it this week, and I've also called in a Divine Master as well, which we'll talk about at the end. Someone who can watch over us this week as we try and work on the things that we need to work on, as we try and push forward with this expansion. So the first card is all about what is it that we need to expand? What is that seed? What could it be in your life? Maybe you are not certain, or you are certain what it is that you want to kind of move forward with, and this is going to be a confirmation of it. So we have got happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, and some of the threads that are coming through this are mentorship, fulfillment, peace of mind, self-care. And I really feel like this seed of whatever it is that you want to kind of expand and build on is something that is deep down in you, and you know it's going to make a massive difference in how you exist on a day-to-day basis. But there's been something holding you back because perhaps it's a little bit scary to follow this path. Perhaps it's you don't know if it's right. But it won't go away. So I'm getting the feeling that it's just something that is going to have such a massive impact on you physically, mentally, emotionally. It's going to, as you move forward, you'll feel like a changed person because of how you push forward with this seed of an idea of how you want to grow and how you're going to expand your energy within whichever field that you want to do it. It it's got lots of green, the card. So obviously we're looking at heart chakra, and I think it's not, this isn't saying start a new health regime, do this, start a diet, start healthy eating. It's more about this concept, this thing that you want to expand and push forward with and change, this direction you want to go in. It's going to have a massive effect on your overall well-being, whether that's health, mental health, physical health, just peace of mind, everything. So this is something that perhaps you've been thinking, I don't know whether to do, it's risky, or even is it worth it to do this. Yes, I think the message from spirit is that this is something that when you take that step and start moving in that direction, it's going to have a massive impact on your health, your mental health, physical health, spiritual health, everything, as you start to expand in that area. So however that resonates with you, it could be that it is just being healthier and different and taking a different path health wise, or it could mean that you've got like a dream or a project that you've wanted to start, wanted to do, and the impact is going to it's going to be like all consuming over everything. It's going to cast its net over everything. So not, if it was a business idea, for instance, not just going to be something that you should pursue in a business way. It's going to have that knock-on domino effect impact on everything that's really positive and really to do with health. So the second card, this is what might be blocking us, what might be stopping us, the blocks that are in place, the things that are possibly in the way of this expansion, whatever it is. And it is gratitude is dreaming. And so I think this is a tricky card, because it's all about manifesting and the power of gratitude and the law of praise. And I think this, even though that looks like a really kind of positive, a positive message, but it's what's blocking us. So I think that the message from this card is that we're not, perhaps, I think we're judging ourselves, and we're saying we're not worthy of what will come, um, if I do this, if I take this step. So if I take this step and change this in my life, whether it is, like we've said, career, business, relationships, health, whatever it is, it's almost like the block is you, it's yourself, it's you don't feel worthy, so therefore you can't, you're sort of stopping yourself manifesting it by putting that block on yourself. And that's where you need to push through. The cards are saying this is the block, and you need to flip that so that you are, grateful for the person you are now, what you have achieved, what you've done. And instead of pushing that gratitude outwards like we do in the universe to see what is out there for us and what will come back to us, this is more about directing it inward, directing it inside, and being just showing gratitude for what you've achieved so far, whether it's what you wanted to achieve or you didn't, but still showing it gratitude. And also the heart shapes, it's that heart feeling, that looking at your heart chakra, and making sure that you're filling yourself first, that you are showing gratitude and love for yourself, that's going to help you get over that block of manifesting the things you want to come in, and that expansion. And remember that when we talk about manifesting things to come in, we're not always talking about material goods. It could be wanting more time. This expansion could be you wanting more time to spend with people or for yourself, or so that you're not overwhelmed. And so by showing gratitude for what you've already overcome or put up with or been through, you're allowing that kind of to move over that hump, so that you're in the right place for the expansion. So direct some of that love inward. I'm just going to do a little bit of healing and clearing on this for the collective. So I just want you to focus on maybe the thing that you think is blocking you, the thing that you perhaps haven't shown yourself enough gratitude for. What is it that you've perhaps always been harsh with yourself about, that you need to show yourself more gratitude? And just focus on that. And I'm just going to clear some of that out. And I've got the intention in this moment, in this timeline, whenever you're watching this, that these blocks towards achieving your dream or your next step, perhaps because you haven't shown yourself enough gratitude, they're going to be cleared for you. So, has that block for the gratitude been cleared? Yes, it has. Right, so now I'm just going to put in some healing energy. So I want you to imagine beautiful green, whichever shade of green you think of, whatever comes up is right, and it's going to go into your heart space. And we're putting it in there with the intention that it is healing any of those doubts from the past, any of those harsh words and criticisms that we have directed to ourselves, and they're sitting there in that heart space, blocking how we expand and that expansion of our energy. And just breathe in a regular way, and just as every breath, every inhale comes in, you're pushing that lovely green energy further out into your heart space and pushing it out so it's bigger and bigger, and then until it starts to expand outside of your heart space and starts to move into other areas of your body. And just notice if you feel anything, any particular sensations around that, any words that come into your head, any particular thoughts. And don't linger on them, and just make a note of them. And then maybe later you could do a little bit of kind of journaling around it. So has that healing energy been placed into the hearts now? Yeah. So our third card, and this is our next steps, what we're going to do now. And we've got a bright red root colour in the midst of the radiant fire. And this is all about inspiration and passion, obsession. And I really think this message is about rooting down now, grounding down into that seed, that nudge, that thing that you are wanting to expand, to really ground down into it. So ways we could do this. So we could do some intention setting about it. When we, in the morning when we're getting ready, just create from your own mind a statement of intention about the thing it is that you want to expand and grow and work on, and just repeat that whilst you're doing something like brushing your teeth, looking in the mirror, putting makeup on, whatever it is. Just take the time that you're doing something else to just go through those intentions, really short, sort of very basic short ones, so that you can just repeat it a few times and it doesn't feel onerous. You don't feel like, oh, I can't be bothered doing this. Just a really short and snappy, whatever it is. I am going to complete this course. I'm going to complete this course. I will complete this course. I'm going to enjoy completing this course. Whatever it is that you want to expand and work on. Also rooting down into that root with that grounding. So the red is representing the root chakra, grounding down. So maybe spend a few moments when you've got a moment just with your feet on the ground. It doesn't have to be outside. You don't have to go barefoot out into your garden in February when it's cold. I like to set the intention and just maybe have bare feet on your carpet floor in your house and just feel the solid ground beneath you that is creating that basis, that foundation for you to build on and to expand from. And just by noticing it, you are grounding your body down into the earth and all the energy that comes from it, that is supporting us all the time, day to day. And you're just acknowledging that support. And it's just bringing awareness to you in the universe, in your situation, using that natural energy that's coming from the ground, Mother Gaia, from Earth. And I think also the card is saying, if this seed has been something that has been an obsession, you can't let it go, it's nudging, it's been there, it keeps coming back. This is the time, this is the inspiration, and you just need to go for it with all that time that you have held it within you. This is your passion or obsession, and now it's the time to move forward with it. So it's like a really clear message saying how to step forward with it is to step forward with it. It's that simple. It's not making a plan. It's just to take that next step, that next action, to actually acknowledge this is what you want and this is what you are going for. This is how you want to expand. So I think it's really simple, this step. It's more about making that decision, but then following it through with energetic actions like intentions, grounding, and acknowledging, yes, I'm going to take that step now. So I said I was going to pull a card, a Divine Masters card, for who is watching over us whilst we do this. And we've got Mother Mary. So sort of the pinnacle of mothering and care. And her message on the card is miraculous encounter, divine experiences. Do not be afraid of being powerful. And I think when we go back to the block that we had, that sort of not showing a gratitude for what we've been through, also it may be reminding us that we don't always accept that we could be powerful, we could be successful, we could succeed in the thing we want, and sometimes that can also scare us. So I think her overarching message from the fact that she has shown up to be watching over is that she is Mother Mary. That's her role as a divine master, to be the mother of everything, of creation. So I think she's the perfect person and divine master to be watching over us and with us in this next step over this next week. So just take that comfort. And she's there, loads of blue in this card, so obviously throat chakra, but I don't think it's not saying about particularly about communication. I think it's more about speaking that self-talk to yourself about being powerful, about your own power and your own capabilities, your own potential. Speaking that to yourself in a powerful way will help move this expansion and start this expansion and help you take that next step. So I hope you've enjoyed these cards, and I hope that they have resonated with you in some way. Remember to take what you can and leave what you can't. And let me know in the comments in the community if any of them particularly hit home with you and how it's made you feel. It's always good to know that the messages are getting to the right people. You don't have to go into any detail, but just commenting will let me know that it's hit home for you, and that and I hope the healing helped a little bit to clear some of those blocks to get you on the right step and the next step. So I thank you very much for watching and being part of this card pull, and I'll see you next time.